Hey, Julie. Oh, Juliet. Hey, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something real quick. Okay. Hey. Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Hi. How's everyone doing? Happy Earth Day, by the way. Anything going on this weekend or this Friday? Any plans? Hi, Jessica. Thank you, all of you who were able to make it. I really had fun in my last live and I just wanted to do another one, but I wanted to do like a scheduled one. So let's see if some of you can join. And yeah, so I'm so happy that you're all here. Hi. Happy birthday to all of you. Um, I'm like, wait, I did not fully prepare myself on like what I wanted to speak about today, but I just wanted to like vibe with y'all and have a good like Friday afternoon and see how y'all doing. You're cleaning your closet out. I have not shown you, but if I flip the camera over here, look at that. Look at that. I definitely have not organized none of that stuff. But we'll just like, we'll go over here. It's better. I've had so much pasta. Oh my god, is it like dinner time where you live that you've already had dinner? Girl, your corgis. Oh, thank you. One of them is here with me. I actually have both of them on watch, come here, Koji. Come here. Come here. So I have her on this little coney because she keeps scratching herself right here, and I just don't want it to get worse. And since I can't keep an eye on her right now, I just put this little coat on, but I feel so bad. She doesn't like it. But she does like it as a pillow, though. She has slept comfortable. But I just feel so bad. But yeah, we've made an appointment again for the vet to see what's up. I feel like my dogs might have allergies because I put flea medicine all year round. I wash them like every 2 weeks or so. I clean their paws before, like when we go out and when we come back in. So I feel like they might have some kind of like allergic reaction to something in the dirt or in the grass, or maybe it's the spring. I have no idea. Oh yeah, her nose is really cute. It's like pink. It has little pink stuff. Um, I'm on a 10-minute break. Oh, okay, well, thank you so much for coming by on your break. Um, oh, the donut. I know the donut sucks, but I just, like I said, I just don't want her to scratch herself while I can't watch her right now. Oh, the squishy face. What are your black loafers from? Oh, the ones that I have. If you saw my new vlog, thank you so much for watching it. I actually was gifted those. They're by this brand called Circus New York, and they're by Sam. I think they're Sam Alderman. Sam Alder Alderman. I think that's what they're called. Yeah. I got these like black loafers. They're really cute, but honestly, I feel like you can find good quality loafers nowadays, like on Poshmark and Depop. So I definitely recommend that. Like search there first. But yeah, I got the Sam Alderman ones, and they're cute. Dogs can get eczema. Oh, really? You know what? That can be it too. Maybe I should check that out. Your hair looks good. Oh, thanks. I have been trying to figure out to style it because I think I need to cut my bangs again. So yeah, it hasn't been this good in a while. Let me tell you that for sure. I Oh, I'm so glad you love that combo. Is it Lena? Lena? Y'all know I suck at pronunciation, so if I pronounce your name wrong, my bad. I'm really sorry. But yeah, pink and orange is always a good go-to. I feel like I used to not wear orange, but I think last summer I started really getting into it, and I think it's so easy to mix. I think a lot of people think it's not, but like I think with green and mix as well, even blue as too. Went thrifting yesterday. Oh, cool. I hope it was a good thrifting day. New subscriber here. Oh, hi, KM. Nice to see you, and thank you for being here. Um, in the in that video outfit, makeup, everything. Oh my god, thank you so much. Why don't you go on Twitch? I know I think I want to do a Twitch, but honestly, y'all, I just like first of all, I don't know how it works, but I think Twitch would be so much fun. Because I do love to play video games. I think we said this in my last live, but I feel like right now I just I don't know, like okay, do y'all feel like time is just like this? Because I like I'm so happy that like we have daylight savings and it gets darker around 7:38, but I still feel like the day or time like just flies by so quick. Um and of course that's relative because I feel like there's days where it's like, oh my god, can this day be over? But yeah, I just been feeling that lately. Like I feel like I never have time for anything, which kind of sucks. Hope you Yeah, I mean, mentally, like, it's a roller coaster. Like, I've been fine, but then out of nowhere, it's like, you get hit by just random things in your brain that just doesn't want you to feel content. And, I'm trying to, like, not let that happen. And at the end of the day, I think I need to talk to somebody. So, hopefully, I can work things out and find a professional to help me out. Um, do you think the pandemic made it harder to be a content creator? I guess like in the sense of like maybe the I don't think it made it difficult to be like a content creator, but I do feel like it made it like more of a possibility for a lot of people because as we both know during the pandemic, like streaming or anything virtually online was at its highest point. So I think a lot of people were turning to online communities, and especially with the blow up of TikTok and a lot of people, being very creative on those platforms, I think it provided just like way like not saturated the market, but there was just a lot of more people now who are doing content creation, which, to be honest, at the end of the day, like, I think if you want to put yourself out there and express yourself, like, I think you should. Like, content creation is, at the end of the day, what you want to make of it. Like, it's, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things on the backside that are kind of just some things that you can that are hard, I guess. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like it's awesome. I feel like people should, if they want to be content creators, they should freaking do it. Like, put yourself out there. You'll be surprised at just, even for myself, just the confidence that I've built because I've mentioned before, y'all, like, I do not like the attention, but I think, you know in the sense that came a lot from like insecurities of mine. And when I was able to just like put myself in the most uncomfortable, like out of my comfort zone, I feel like that helped me boost like my self-confidence and just in general, so I'm really happy, I've been able to uh just, I don't know, just be out there, I guess. I don't know if that sounds I really don't know if that sounds right. I'm sorry if I'm not articulating myself. Um when thrifting yesterday, Oh, in Finland? Whoa, that is crazy. I'm pretty sure it's late, so thank you so much for being on this live. Like that is crazy, y'all. I hope you had a good one. Hey girl, hey. How you doing? Um I don't know. I feel like I'm it's always like a weird place because like I said, it's like I want to talk to y'all and see y'all faces. So I feel like I'm just talking to myself, but not really because I can see your comments. So thank you for commenting because I feel like that's how we're engaging. Oh, thank you so much for the compliments, y'all. Y'all always like are so kind with the compliments. But I've had gotten requests from a lot of you a lot that you wanted to see more like a makeup video, and I've thought about it. I'm just like, do I do more like an everyday makeup or do I do more like a I don't know, like something a little bit different? Like do you like when I do like I don't know, some rhinestones or like a pop of green or something like that because I feel like I've gotten like today or even yesterday, I was trying new products and a new kind of method, and I feel like I really like it. So that's kind of the new technique that I'm wearing right now. And so I was thinking I should just film that, but like, do I film it just like as a tutorial or more like a get ready with me? Like, I would love your input. And obviously, it would go on this channel, which is the my vlog channel. So let me know. What do you think? Um, Oh, thank you, Lorena. Thank you so much. Um, what, Rosa, you found some nice dresses. Oh, it's almost midnight, Rosa. Rosa. Wow. I wonder if they could be like a group Zoom. I did make. If you have seen my last live, I did make a little like a it's like a little Google form. So I do have it in my last live. I think at the end I'll put it in here as well. And I wasn't sure if everyone knew that, so I'm restating it here. So then I will email all of you and we can coordinate like a Zoom call. I think that would be fun. I don't know how many people can be on a Zoom call, but I thought it would be fun to just like it be more like we get to see everyone in this community, not just like me, but other people who are there as well. So I think that'd be fun. So I am planning to do that. Like I mentioned, I have it in my last one. I don't know, can I edit this stuff and like put it in here? I'll see if I can do that. But yeah, I have a link and I'll put it in here when this live is done. Um Oh, thank you. Is how do you pronounce your name? Is it Bath? Bath like a shower? Sorry, I'm so bad, but thank you so much. I really thank you for commenting on the like Latinas thrifting community space because like for me, I did really feel that when I was starting out, like, thrifting or just putting it on YouTube, like I felt like that was something that I was enjoying, and I know a lot of people in my community were doing that. Like it's if it was a very common thing to do, and I just was like, well, why isn't that represented on media or on, you know, things that I like to watch? Because I was obviously watching other people thrift, but they weren't, I guess, like like the same culture as I am in, because and I kind of was wanting something like that. Like I knew I wanted to relate to somebody not only in the sense of like the thrifting aspect, but also who is Latino, Latina, and Latinx, and just um, it's just different because I feel like culturally there's things that and understand within those cultures, and it could be like random sayings or just the way um you communicate with one another, and I wanted to be a part of that, so I just was so happy that I put myself out there. But then luckily a lot of you too, like, let me know what's up. And then you're like, oh, hey, there's this other YouTuber, like, y'all, like, y'all are the reason why I met, like, Natalie from It's Your Homegirl. And I think Danielle from Twinell, like, y'all let me know too, like, hey, there's other people out there as well. Like, y'all should connect. And, like, yeah, like, that's truly how it's happened. So thank you so much too for, like, letting a homegirl know what's up. Um, sorry, sorry, I'm a slow reader, by the way. What are the keywords you are using in your search when you thrift online? Okay, y'all. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the times, like, don't get me wrong, I love going thrifting at the stores, but I feel like when I get things that are more specific, they're usually when I'm thrifting online. And most of the time it's on Poshmark and eBay. I honestly haven't been on Depop because I feel like Depop was it was just harder to navigate. Like, I don't understand how people say it was easier. For me, it was harder because I feel like even though I would add the filters, they would still give me like those random sizes. Like, I'm not trying to look at a smaller medium, like, like, and so I was just kind of bothered by that. So I really stopped like really going on to Depop because I just feel like they would always still give me random things. And I heard they finally put like an offer feature on it. I went on it the other day and I was like, yep, I'm still not a big fan of Depop, but I do like that Depop allows you to see other people's likes because I feel like sometimes that when I find somebody that maybe like similar stuff as I do, I can go through their likes and be like, okay, I like that too. Oh, like they already kind of curated it for you. So, but when I do go on Poshmark and eBay, I'm always looking for specific things. Let's see if I can open that right now and kind of give you an idea. So, for example, my last searches were um, Disney stuff. So I searched vintage Disney, and then I went and then I put the filters and I put like women, extra large, double XL, and then I categorize it as shirts. So they only gave me shirts and they won't give me like maybe some Disney shoes or something like that. So that's kind of how it works. I honestly just go for specific things. Like the last things I searched was poo ears. It's because I went to Disney the other day and they didn't have the poo ears and I was so upset. And vintage Disney, realization part, nightgowns, Disney overalls, slip dresses, square toe boots, 90s square toe boots. And then I look at specific brands. Like I have one here that says Bisou shoes, um, calf high boots. So it's like there are usually multiple words and very specific. So that's kind of how I look for stuff on Poshmark and Depop. Sorry, y'all. I'm like behind on the comments. I was watching your vid with Alexa and that big wow, Netherlands. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Like, yeah. The thing is, like, like here in the States, like it's so completely different than Western or Europe in general. Like everything here is so massive and I've never been, well, have I been to the Netherlands? I've been to Amsterdam. Is that the Netherlands? Oh my god, I'm so bad with my geography. Oh gosh. But yeah, like it's just not like it's not made like it's just not the same. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm just like I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel slightly embarrassed. Sorry. um I think peek at your regular makeup. Okay, yeah, I think I would probably do the regular makeup thing then for sure, just to kind of. Oh my god, I need water. I'm not. I usually don't talk this much, so. Um, whew, sorry. Mm, but yeah, I think I'll do the regular makeup routine and just kind of show you what I've changed and stuff like that. Hey, I love Nat. Yeah, Natalie's great. We're planning to do like a little um Zoom call every week to watch one of a show. Like, so we'll be watching one show. I think we're gonna be watching Queendom, something like that. I've never seen it, but she's been wanting to see it. She said, let's have a Zoom call and like we can watch it. So that's something we're planning to do. Um so I'm really excited because obviously when she went back to Seoul, it was just like, I mean, I'm happy for her. I know she lives out there, but it was really nice that when she was here at the States. What? Hey, what's your houses in birth chart? What does that mean? Like houses, like the whole chart? Because I know my three, like my rising, my moon, and my sun. Obviously, my sun is Aries, my moon is Leo, and my rising is Sagittarius. By the way, your furniture taste is impeccable. Thank you so much. I have not finished decorating this place. I've actually changed it recently. I used to have my desk in front of the window, but I decided that I wanted to put it somewhere else. And I recently thrifted this cool little thing on Facebook Marketplace. And it's so cool because it changes. Like you could change it the way you want to, like, it's like I don't know, you could change the way you want to put it. So I was eyeing something like this because I remember seeing it on, like, those vintage shops on IG or something like that, and they were selling it for like 1,000 or something. And then I went to an antique store and they were selling it for that price. And I was like, whoa, I got lucky because I found this one for like 50 bucks. But yeah, it's in a dark brown color, and I really just want to sand it and put it like in more like a light brown color, kind of like the color of my desk. But like I said, it's just projects that I have not had the time to do. So I'm hoping my fiance and my neighbor get to help me out with that because that's gonna be a big project. And the person who sold it to me said that she bought it from like Craft and Barrel in like 2003. So yeah, I'm so happy I get to have it now. Let's see. That's how I feel about ThreadUp. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I don't want to say anything about ThreadUp, but I've had my experiences. The last time I shopped at ThreadUp was in like, I think I did a video on it. I think it was in 2019. And at the time, I just did not find it plus size friendly whatsoever. And the only thing I really liked to get on ThreadUp was shoes. So, but then there was one time where like somehow my packages got lost twice from ThreadUp. And I was just like, yeah, no, I had to dispute it with my credit card company, and I was just like, nah, I'm just not gonna shop ThreadUp. So, I mean, sometimes I'm like, maybe I should give it a chance again, but I don't know. How do y'all feel about ThreadUp? Um, where was I? Sorry. So specific. I love it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Amsterdam is in the Netherlands. Yeah, thank you for letting me know, Juliet. Were any of you guys scared of the garbage trucks as kids, or was it just me? Did you just hear? Can you hear it? Because they're doing some construction, or I think, yeah, or like I live on like in a very big main street, so it's like a pathway for all the cars to come by. And I was wondering if y'all can hear it because they can be really loud. Um, I'm scared of them. Sun in first and second. What does that mean? Honestly, garbage trucks can be so loud. Y'all were having the conversation. That's cool. I love that. Can you check your Jupiter house? It's your life path. Oh, that's interesting. I would have to redo the thing though, so I'll probably do that later. But yeah. Hi, baby. Oh, hi from Brazil. What's up? Thank you for being here. Hi, Priscilla. Rocky says ThreadUp sucks. Damn. Okay. Hi from Spain. Hi. Are you on holiday? That's so fun. I would love to be on holiday. Um, so why does ThreadUp suck, y'all? Or according to Rocky, why do you dislike it? I'm curious to know. Can you believe it's been like 30 minutes? We've been live already? I can't believe that. That's so quick. Thank you so much for the compliments. Thank you. I finally think I figured out the hair color that I like. Because y'all know I've been changing my hair for a while and I felt like I wanted something different all the time, but I disliked that my roots would grow so fast and then you can tell that the hair color, just that discrepancy. Like obviously you can still see my roots now, but I feel like it's a little bit more blended because of the highlights. And I didn't want to go blonde blonde because y'all that's a lot of damage, and I just didn't want to repeat that, but I did want some like dimension. So I did my hair like a couple, I think it was like a week before my birthday. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. So thank you so much for the compliments. Hey, do you have any future travel plans? Um, Honestly, I'm debating. Like, I'm thinking maybe in May going to Mexico City. Um, I have family out there, so I thought like I could go and visit them, but as well explore it. The thing is, I don't know if this is something y'all have experienced, but growing up Latina, I've always gone to Mexico like every summer. Like we would go out there, and for a while, or like even for me, like every weekend I would go to like TJ, and so for a while, like I just kind of was like not appreciative of like me feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go to Mexico because it was something I was always doing, so it didn't feel like different, if that makes sense. Like that was something we would always there that was somewhere we would always go. It was part of like my norm. Like every weekend I would go to TJ, or every summer I would go visit family in Mexico. So like I feel like I was talking to my friend who basically travels there a lot for work, and she was telling me how much like Mexico City has changed and how beautiful it has been. And then I've seen other people go there and recently, and just seeing their vlogs or just their little like reels and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my god, like Mexico City looks so amazing. And I guess I never really like appreciated that because it was something that I always did, that I was like, oh my God, now we're going there again. As a child, you're just like not appreciative that you were going to these places. So, I haven't been to Mexico City in the longest, and my mom actually stays out there. So I was thinking of going maybe in May. That's too early, maybe June. I'm not sure. Sometime May, June, to just have like a nice like explore Mexico City, because I feel like I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I heard it's changed a lot. So I think I might go there. We were planning a trip, hopefully sometime in August, September, but I don't know, y'all. I feel like this year traveling has gotten way more expensive, like out of nowhere. And I honestly don't know if I can budget that right now. So kind of sucks. Um, Sorry, I'm like reading. I, Oh yeah. So Luna said you haven't had luck with ThreadUp as a plus size. Yeah, despite using the filters. Obviously with like shopping online, you never know what you're gonna get, which kind of sucks. It's like you're always taking that gamble. I even feel like even sometimes when you know the exact measurements, you just never know what's up. So there's times like that where all the time, that happens to me all the time, where I would get something on Poshmark. It wasn't clear enough, like maybe the measurements, or that there was some damage, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna take the hit for it, right? But yeah, that's just what happens when, I think, just buying online in general. And it's crazy to me because not so long ago I finally went to the mall, which was an experience, y'all, because I feel like I haven't been in a mall, I don't know, since like 2018. And it was different. I noticed a lot of stores or a lot of companies are not having like those in-person stores anymore, which even for me, like just going thrifting and not having the ability to try on clothes have has been really difficult. And I feel like if we have that, obviously we'd be even like just smarter on how we're choosing our clothes because we actually get to see and fit it before we get to take it home. And I really dislike that they took that from from us. Well, I'm not sure if all thrift stores are like that, but I know for sure like Savers is a big one. Um, so it's just, I guess it's just a gamble now, you know. I heard Mexico City is really dangerous. Oh, well, there's well, this is another conversation I've had with my peers or family members. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like danger is everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like there's also this just stigma on like Mexico City or just like Mexico in general and like violence and stuff like that. And I mean, obviously there is violence out there, but at the same time, like, are we, isn't there violence here as well? I mean, I don't know. Girls say mine grows a lot. Oh, you're a darker ginger. That must look so cute. I love when I had the ginger hair. I feel like it compliments everyone between work meetings. Oh, hi. Thank you for coming in during your work meeting. I hope your Friday is good and that you have a good weekend. Wish my what is it? Wish my weight was even across my body. Maybe then I'd be lucky with some clothes. Ooh, girl. Uh, I I I do not know what to say about that. Um, I've had those thoughts before, and y'all, you'll look good in everything. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. I'm just like I feel like I'm not here right now. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like I'm really excited for this live, but I feel like I like something's up with me right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, of course. Like there's different areas that are very like tourist friendly and you know safer to be around. And yeah, there is definitely areas where they're just not safer. And I think it's important to know that. But yeah, I also think it depends what part of Mexico you're going. But I feel like nowadays, like how you mentioned there, that sometimes if you're looking for trouble, you'll get it. I just think it's I don't know if it's like a gamble, but I don't think it's um because that's something that I like think about too. I'm like, is it safe? Is it not? But I feel like there's obviously different areas that are safer than others. And I think wherever you travel, you take that risk as well, if that makes sense. Um, Where do you get your jewelry from? It depends. I usually get it from Ana Luisa. So a lot of them, so a lot of my jewelry is from them. But something that I've come across with jewelry is that they usually don't fit me all the way. So I have bought in chain extenders just to make it the size that I like because I feel like I don't want to be wearing my jewelry like a choker all the time. And I feel like sometimes with a lot of these jewelry brands, they're they make them very small. Even their longest, like they make it very small and it barely fits me, like right here or right here, or like a choker. So not too long ago when I ordered some custom jewelry from Depop, I think it was last year, I had to measure my neck and I realized that like I think it was like a size 17 or 18. So I had to tell her that can she make it like a 20 or 22 just so that it can fit me here. So I feel like it's harder for me to find jewelry, but when I do, I've just come to a realization to just get chain extenders. So yeah. Uh Hi, thank you for being here from Paris. How is it? I miss Paris. No need to apologize. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's just like I have y'all have like those brain farts. Like I feel like I was talking about something and then like my mind just went like and I froze and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm embarrassing myself." And my mind was doing that while I was on the live with y'all and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know what to say. So I was caught off guard. And I was just like critiquing myself in my brain at that moment, which is bad, I know, but sometimes I can't help it. My Sagittarius rising gets to me sometimes. um, yeah, yeah, I totally felt like I had a brain fog. My bad. It's just like I thought it. I don't know. Like I originally wanted to come here and like maybe do something like we can like maybe you can watch me do something. Like I was thinking maybe it could be more like if I had like my pottery stuff because I'm trying to make some coasters before my class ends, which is going to end at the end of May. And I wanted to bring my clay with me, but I left it at school in my locker. So I was like, ah. And I didn't want to go buy new clay because I have a lot of clay. So I just ended up like not doing that. But I thought it'd be fun if I did a live and I was like building or something. That way it's like, I at least something interesting that you can see me doing. But then at the same time, like I'm bad at multitasking. So I'd probably be like, oh, what? So it probably wasn't a good idea. Um, thank you so much, y'all, for being patient with me. Because, like I said, I love having these lives, but like it's so different when you're like talking to yourself with the camera. Like how do I explain it? Like obviously I do YouTube and I talk to myself a lot of the times. Like I'm literally talking to a camera, but it's so different when like you're live, which is cool but also scary. um I always lose my train of thought. Okay, yeah, we're on the same page. That's me. Like I get so easily distracted. I pivot so much when I speak. So that's why I have a lot of cuts when I when I have my videos live. That's why you see a lot of cuts in my videos. That is why, because I will be talking about something and then out of nowhere like something happens and yeah, it's a roller coaster with me. Um in bad with words, lol, period. Since the pandemic. Oh. Okay, oh my god. I made it to the live. Yay! I'm so happy you made it to the live. Thank you for being here, Teresa. Thank you so much. Can you film a get ready with me? Oh yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, if you I'm planning to do uh like a everyday makeup I don't know if we said tutorial or like a get ready with me. I was thinking on which one. Like, would you like it to be more like a get ready with me than a tutorial? Because I don't know. I haven't seen a tutorial in the longest. I think more that I've seen, it's more like on TikTok. But is that a tutorial or usually it's more like product reviews? It seems like it'd be like, oh, look at this product that I found. And then they just like show it and test it out. Like, oh, this is a good dupe for this or stuff like that. But I don't think people do makeup tutorials, do they? Hi. Thanks. Oh, from Phoenix. Thanks for being here. I would love to see it too, Janie. Ooh, what are y'all talking about? I'm interested. It's so nice that y'all are talking to each other on the chat. I love that. Yay, glad to make it to your live. Oh, hey, Gotti. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I would love to see what products you use. Okay. So with the get ready with me, I can always list the products in the description if that's okay with y'all. Or I can do the tutorial. I don't know. Yours, I've seen a lot on TikTok. You've seen a lot of tutorials on TikTok. I would like to see several makeup looks in one video. Oh my god. Okay. Y'all are giving me ideas. I didn't know uh that y'all liked my makeup so much. It's really nice to hear. Cuz I don't know if I mentioned to this to y'all before, but before my channel was like where my channel is now, I used to do makeup videos. So I started like I don't know, like everyone, I wanted to be like a beauty blogger and and then I remember one time I went to I think it was Walgreens and I spent like probably back then it was like maybe like 60 bucks and I got like so much drugstore makeup and I did like a whole like was it like a haul and then I did like a haul and then I did like how I did my makeup and oh my gosh y'all when I started pivoting to I think it was college content at the time I deleted all my makeup videos and then when I moved to fashion I also deleted all my college content so when I say I've been on YouTube since like 2011, I've been on YouTube for the longest, but I deleted things because I thought, oh, there's no point. I don't do this anymore. And part of me feels bad about doing that because I would love to look back and see my old self because at the end of the day, YouTube is also like a video diary. And luckily, I was smart when I deleted my college stuff that I put it on a hard drive. So I still have all of my college vlogs or my college videos if y'all have been there since then. And um, I still look back at them and wish I was still in college. Um, Makeup tutorial. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do the makeup tutorial. I was actually hoping to film one soon. So I think I'll probably film it this week and then put it up for like the Friday since I usually post videos on Friday here. So I'm thinking I'll do that and like film a makeup video with y'all. But I also been doing stuff like that on TikTok as well. So if y'all want to see me on TikTok, let me know. I'd be doing that sometimes. I'm trying to figure out the TikTok stuff because I think for TikTok lately I've been putting more like outfit like styling things. I just think it's easier. Like today I filmed this outfit, so hopefully I'll be posting that later today. Wish I found you back then. Oh, thank you so much. Well, at least you're here with me now. My roommate and I talk about how good you look. Oh my god, y'all, you're so like y'all pump a girl up. Thank you so much. I struggle picking the best colors for myself. The colors for your makeup or like the foundation. Let me know, y'all. Do you think you want kids? I feel like you would be such a cool mom. Oh, that's so sweet. The kids. I don't know, y'all. Like we go back and forth with this. Like the other day. Oh, actually, this happened was it yesterday? No, Wednesday. We went to Disneyland and I was in the bathroom and literally this woman comes in with her daughter in the stall next to me. And we're doing our business. Obviously, it's the bathroom, but like I'm finishing up and she is too. Oh my god, this is so TMI. It doesn't sound right, but I'm getting to it. So the daughter, like the mother was telling the daughter, don't open the door because obviously she was probably using the bathroom first after her daughter. And the daughter was so mad that she was so adamant that she just started screaming like somebody did something so horrific to her. And I'm here in the next stall like damn, like I'm scared. Like she scrammed, like it was crazy. Even everyone, like the whole bathroom went silent. And y'all know how Disney bathrooms can be really busy. And it went freaking quiet. And she kept screaming and screaming until she finally opened the door. And y'all, I was just like, I would not be able to handle that. I would not be able to, like, when I say my patience is low, like it's low. Like, and I'm a fire sign. Can you imagine how angry I would get? So, mm-mm, that right there solidified. Like, it's, I know there's a beauty of having kids, but I just, I don't know. I feel like it's just such a big sacrifice of yourself, and I'm not ready for that at the moment. And then I was actually just watching the, what's that series? The Before series, the Before, was it Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight? And I haven't watched those, but I really, that director, man, so good. And towards the end, the Before Midnight, I don't want to spoil it if y'all haven't seen the movie, but you know a lot of it, they talk about just like identity, and like how difficult, like you sometimes lose that when you become a parent. And so, like, obviously you get new identities with becoming a parent as well, but like just the self part of you. And I was thinking about that, and that's just something that I don't know if I'm ready for that, or if I would ever be ready for that. If that makes sense. Not to, like, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Do you oh I will uh I love your TikTok. Thank you so much. Love your TikTok. It doesn't mean your kids will be like that. I know my kids probably, I know it doesn't mean like that, but I just I just feel like there's so much of yourself, and that you, how do I say this, that you do sacrifice. I think it's a big sacrifice, I feel like, to have children. um but there's so many rewards with it as well, and I just don't know where I stand with that at the moment, and that's just my particular, like, person right now. And, like, not gonna lie, as someone who will be 30 next year, I feel like there's not only pressure with my age, but pressure in, like, the conversations I have with other people, in the sense of like family or friends, just kind of wanting that next step for myself. And sometimes I feel like I need to start thinking about that. But then at the same time, like, if I'm not ready, I mean, no one's ever ready, but if I'm not really wanting that, like, why am I gonna pressure myself to thinking I want that? And it's just, I feel like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's literally the way I think of it now. I just want to explore myself. I feel like, as I miss being so young and having the opportunities of just, like, when you're little, not really having to self doubt as much, because uh, you're your responsibilities are just smaller. They're not as big. Well, I'm just obviously generalizing, because it depends on how you're brought up, and, like, the childhood that you've gone through. But there's like this self, like, freedom of creativity that you get as a child sometimes. And I feel like I'm now going into that thought process and feeling again. And I just want to continue exploring that. And I feel like at the place I am right now, I'm having fun with myself. And so I just want to be with myself at the moment, and enjoy my time, and not have to add another responsibility that I just don't feel like I'm prepared for at the moment. Um we should all take parenting classes. Oh, y'all. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna say about that. Y'all have some comments. I think it's a lot to do with parenting. There's a lot. Like my sister, she's younger than me and she's a parent. She's 20, I think she's 23. She was born in 98. I don't know. I'm bad with my math. And it's been great. Like it's been so amazing to see her grow as well as a parent, and there's just like so many amazing things that she's been able to do, and like her taking care of another person and just like the unconditional love that she has for my niece, and it's such a beautiful thing, and I'm so happy that I get to see that in my own perspective, and I know her being a parent has changed her life completely, and it's been just a beautiful experience to see that. And recently, my brother had another child, and you know, it's so cute to see another life, and just how they are too as parents. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. Um, and I love that I get to experience that on the other side at the moment. Um, I would be scared. Karina, it's okay not to be ready. Don't feel pressure. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time. Safety first. You do you, boo. Yes, honey. We all do ourselves. Yeah, do have kids if you don't want them. You don't. Oh, sorry. I'm reading out loud, but don't let other people peer pressure. Yeah, of course. It's true though that every girl wants to be a mom, and I think that's okay too. Yeah, I think I'm so happy that I've gotten this opportunity to just experience life, and I've come to a point with myself that I was like, just you want to you got to stop, like, how do I say this, like, you need to not take control of your life, but just do what you want with your life, because I feel like for the longest I was not taking my life like by the horns, and obviously, like I said, there's things that affect us differently. Like, like for me, for instance, I have the opportunity that I get to live in Los Angeles, and not really had to second guess that. My parents decided to live here, and I got lucky in that aspect, and I want to take advantage of the opportunities that of living here, and so I lost my train of thought again. But I guess what I was saying was that I just want to experience my life to the fullest now, because I feel like a lot of the times I've hold myself back, and I don't want to. I don't want to hold myself back anymore. Um I had to deal with that personally. You will not feel as much love. Well, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. I hope La La Land that everything is going well for you now. Sometimes I feel guilty for not having the desire when I see so many women saying that these things come naturally. Pregnancy is so, and all those sentiments. Yeah, I think there is this like culturally guilt of this, like, if you don't want to have kids, it's like, why wouldn't you? It's like one of the most beautiful things, like you mentioned. But at the end of the day, your life choices are yours, y'all. Like, we can't let cultural norms affect our desires, I feel like. Obviously depending on your desires, because if you're harming other people, then no, but like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's something that you don't want to do, like, you should not have to do it. Like, it's your life. um I don't think people think about the responsibility. Ooh, y'all, we're talking about parenting in this live. I can't believe it. We're having like an open discussion. But I mean, I personally like don't want to say more regarding parenting because I feel like obviously parenting is one of the first things that socializes us into the world, and that is basically what cultivates a lot of your personality or what you see in your perspective. Socialization starts before birth, and that's when we decide to even specifically pick gender performances for our child before they get to choose to do so. So I don't want to disregard anyone's parenting skills. Like obviously, I can go into my parents' parenting skills, and I've also not had the strongest relationship with my mother, and obviously her insecurities have been something that was pushed onto me as a young child, and I resented her for that for the longest. And I know that no one is perfect in those aspects, but I also think we should have compassion for people and empathy, and like sit down and talk to them, and um just see their perspective, just have an open mindedness. I think that's really important. um Sharing these perspective is healing. Yeah, I think so too. And that's honestly why I enjoy filmmaking in general, because I think something that I wrote in my personal statement, and I still feel very strong about it today, that I felt like with filmmaking, it's like one of the strongest mediums um, that I feel can help open just like this openness to different perspectives. And I think it's one of the important mediums that can perpetuate social change. And as much as it, as much as as much as how fun it is for entertainment, it's also, I think, a great way to look at what other people have gone through, even if it's just with storytelling. I think that's the whole purpose sometimes of watching a movie, and you watch these people experience their life or whatever they're experiencing at the time, and how powerful that can be, and how relatable that can be as well. And for me, that's why I like documentary filmmaking, because not only can you talk about those, but it's more realistic, I guess. And I think that's what's cool, is that having these conversations, or just allowing each other to be open and have that space where you feel like you could be open about these topics is imperative. So I'm glad that y'all are chatting in the chats, and it's really nice because I feel like this is how like we get to know one another and get to just understand, and also just meet friends, y'all, because I feel like sometimes, it can be lonely in the real world. As you can tell, I feel like um growing up, like I've had such a big emphasis on friendships, and the past 2 years really changed my friendships. And I realized the older you get, you just don't see friends that much, and it's something that's very difficult, because I feel like friendships are also so important that as your family relationships, or just having a partner. And I think that's why it's so hard or devastating when those friendships are they end, or they're just not the same as they used to. And I think as you get older, it's harder to find people to connect with and have friendships with. And I think that's something that I enjoy about having this, like having y'all here, or I've been able to meet other creators, which is nice, because for the longest, it was hard to explain it to friends and family, like exactly what I like to do, or that like I post myself online. Like I'd never really told anyone that I really posted myself online. Like um my sister was the one who basically told my family. She's like, hey, Karina has been posting online for like years now. And so even my brother, when I tell him that, oh, I'm working, I'm editing, he's like, oh, what? Like he kind of sometimes like doesn't believe me. I don't know. It's so weird. Um, Never feel guilty, boo. Yeah. Thanks, Leah, for telling her that. I think that's important too. I'm gonna be reading your comments, y'all. So sorry if I lag it, but y'all are having discussions, which I love. Having kids is a big thing. So I might be a little bit behind on because I'm starting from the top real quick. It's healing, yes. Glad I'm catching your live. Oh, hi. So far, so good. I always read your comments, so thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm in therapy and it's all good. Good, yes. And let's yeah, I feel like we should stop. I feel like, sorry, what I was gonna say was that I feel like therapy is so crucial, y'all, and it makes me kind of angry how difficult it is to get therapy. Not only in the sense of just medical, like insurances and stuff like that, but also when you try to find a therapist that you vibe with, that's a whole process in itself. And then having to one then open yourself up and give your most vulnerable self to this person and trust that they're gonna not judge you, it's a whole difficult process. And you know but I also find therapy is one of the most rewarding. I got lucky that I experienced therapy with BetterHelp for a while, but it got to a point where it was just so out of my price range at the time that I didn't finish it. But those 3 months that I was doing therapy, y'all, I did not know that. I mean, I do kind of know that I can cry for any little thing, but y'all, she didn't even have to say much. She'd just be like, hey, hello. And I'd be like, oh my God, this happened to me. It's like, what the heck? It's so crazy. I love it. Each journey in life's beautiful. Yes. I feel like there's such a beautiful community. And I also don't really have a lot of friends in real life. Yeah, I'm so glad that we're all here and that you're all taking a chance to communicate with one another. Like I mentioned, I will be doing that Zoom live, y'all. So, like I said, I don't know how many people can be on the Zoom live, but I have a link on my last live and I'll link it at the end of this video. And I'll put it in there. So if y'all want to join, and then I'll send an email and I'll probably schedule for something. I can't believe it's going to be May already. So I'll probably schedule for something maybe for in the next 2 weeks or so. Just keep an eye out for an email from me and I'll schedule something for all of us and figure out the time. You feel like such a good friend, Karina. Oh my God, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Okay. Should I spill the beans? Because y'all, I feel like y'all think I'm a good friend, which thank you very much. I feel like I could be, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm also a bad friend. I've had the past 2 years experience one of the most not difficult ends of friendships because I don't know where that's the thing though. I don't know where we stand in our friendships right now. But I'm just not a person that reaches out. I'm really bad at that. And like I said, I just feel like I have no way of organizing my life at the moment. I'm trying, but you get so used to your everyday routine, and then people's schedules never really align sometimes. So I just for some reason would stop hitting people up, and I can be I could be by myself for months not talking to people, and then randomly be like, hey, how you doing? And obviously they're not gonna be as friendly because I haven't hit them up in months or so. And so that's something that I had to like come to terms with, is that like maybe I'm just not good at um like diving into those friendships as much as I should. But then I realized too that like, isn't it a two-way street though? Or that I have social anxiety. So even this is a little bit scary for me, but but um I'm trying, and I'm trying to figure out, like, I just rekindled like one of my friendships from high school, and people, okay, I have this question, y'all, and I want to know from y'all. And I know it's so gendered, but that's something that I feel like it goes beyond gender. It's more like, I think, more on the topics of just jealousy, I think. So I rekindled my friendship with my ex best friend, my ex best friend is a guy, okay? And so, being a hetero cis woman at the moment, I don't know, I can always change my sexuality and my gender. Um, it's not my fiance, but I know his wife because he's married now. Like, obviously, she don't want him to talking to me, because of, I don't know. I guess there's this assumption that like I'm somehow, I don't know, gonna be like, oh, let's run away together. I don't know. I feel like that's the assumption usually when there's like a male or a female or whatever in a hetero like friendship or relationship, that like, why are you speaking to her? Like, why do you need to talk to her? And the thing is though, like, I've been friends with this guy since like sixth grade. But I'm not gonna lie, there was at one moment there was like friend zoning. So there was times where I did have feelings for him when I was younger, but I mean, I'm not there anymore. And I've explained that to him. We went through all that, and now we're just good pals, and I like texting him and he likes texting me. But it's like, you know how do you like not, well, like, I can't change the way she's gonna see that. So it's like, I don't know. It's just something that I was curious. Like, can you think men and women can be friends? Like, I know this is a topic a lot of people say, but I truly think it does. I don't know why we focus on the gender prefer or their gender preferences. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, and Luis, my fiance, knows about him. We all used to hang out actually back in the day. And so once I went to like UCLA, I just stopped talking to him, and he got married. So his priorities were different, and I've been, I've been in a relationship still, but like I wasn't married. And so now that we rekindled our friendship, it feels like we're back. Like, it just feels like some nostalgia, and like it's so nice to like rekindle that friendship, that somebody who knows me at my core, and we can have fun and joke around, and it's nice. But sometimes I'm like, I think of like the social constructs of like, oh, you wouldn't want your man to be texting a woman that he was ex best friends with. And I'm like, shit, is that true? Is that just jealousy, or is it just that like maybe maybe I don't mind, but Luis never has done that, so maybe that's why I don't know how I would feel about it. So I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think. Uh, let's see. Uh, in regards, I catch myself not initiating things. Yeah, Rebecca, that was nice for you to say that. I know it's difficult. My best friends and I go MIA all the time, but when we get off the grid, we still text. We just don't respond. We don't expect a response. No hard feelings. You know what? I think, Lena, I have to think of it like that, because with my last two friendships, like these two girls that were my best friends since I was like in seventh grade, one of them in fourth grade, like, um, I just got like hard feelings when they would both hang out and like would not invite me. And I just felt like, and also this is very egotistical, like people can hang out without each other. But I just felt like it started being so often and I just felt more left out. And I've been in a friendship where it was like three people before, and like I did not want to experience that again because that one was that one was difficult as well. Sorry, I need water. Sometimes I'm like, can I mute myself so you guys will hear me drink some water? And my voice is like, wait, I'm wondering, can I? Sorry, I figured out how to mute myself. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, something about my friendships. What was I saying? I tell you, my brain like right away. Um, Before the pandemic, I was meeting new people, and then it was awkward to reach out during quarantine, which sucked. Yeah, I get you. Like, I feel like the pandemic and quarantine literally changed our like way of communicating because that's what happened. Like, we all went into quarantine, and I was like, well, we can't really do much because we're in quarantine, and obviously, 2021, as well was difficult too. And so I wasn't really seeing that. And that was my excuse was that like, we're quarantine, self isolate and all that stuff. And, not seeing as much people because you just never know who they've seen. But now that it's, I know they're both vaccinated and stuff, we still haven't like tried. So I don't know. I don't know. And now I feel like I have to put all this effort. And I told them, like, we had this conversation where I told them, like, I would like that in return. And I feel like we all haven't had that. So I don't know. I'll probably reach out soon. Before I think friendships with the opposite sex usually aren't liked by the significant other. Yes, that is true. I think that's what it is. Because the people who are obviously are having the friendship, they don't mind it, right? I also had a hard time keeping up with friends, and I can be alone by myself for so much time with yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like sometimes you self isolate for so long, or you're used to that you get so used to your routines that you forget to reach out to people. Can totally relate. I feel like the way the cis hetero people view relationships is so twisted. We're not in high school to be viewing friendships that way. I think that she's projecting all her insecurities on you. Yeah, Rebecca, you went for it, but I think you're not wrong though. I think that's what it is. I feel like when you're in a secure relationship or whatever it is, like you wouldn't um feel that way. But at the end of the day, like there is history between me and him. So I can understand her feelings, like I can understand that she would like not like that because, what we've been through together before. And I'm just telling you, I was in a friendships with benefits with that guy for the I'm like spilling the beans. But yeah, I was with them like that for a while. And so I think that is probably why she's like, why are you gonna be friends with her so you guys can get the benefits? We're like, no, he's married, y'all are married. Like, why would I do that? I'm in a happy relationship. It's so funny sometimes. I'm going to have to leave now. Oh, I have to be able to put okay. Well, thank you for being here. I hope you had a fun time. Thank you for joining my live. Have a good um college course. I enjoy you. I encourage you to take a step back and reflect on your past friendships. I recently did that and discovered why I do what I do, and it made all more sense. I've been hurt and had so much trauma. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I think that is true. Like, I obviously, when it comes with relationships or friendships, like, or anything in general, I feel like you need to kind of understand your person first to know, like, what kind of love or what kind of like communication or relationship you have with other people. So I think that is important as well. And yeah, I do need some time to reflect. But like I mentioned before, like I feel like sometimes like self-care is hard to do. Like, I don't know. It's hard to, and like sometimes you don't want to like sit down and reflect on those things, on the trauma or whatever it is that you may be going through, because you just want maybe something to distract you from that. I know that for sure. I feel like I always want to be distracted with other things because I just don't want to sometimes feel those emotions so intensely. Oh, Stephen Ty says can't hear you. Oh yeah, it's because I am muted in the beginning. You're and friendships can change and evolve, and the nature of your dynamic can definitely change when it's been so many years. Yeah, hey, Rebecca, I agree. I think so too. And that's something that I feel like not only in the new relationship that not relationship, the new friendship that I've rekindled with my ex best friend, but as well as the friendships that I'm still trying to figure out at the moment. Like, I am not the same Karina that they've known since 2020. You know, I've changed the past 2 years, as I feel like who wouldn't change after this whole global thing we've been through. And I also do like want to know more about them because I'm pretty sure they've changed as well and evolved. But at the same time, like, I don't have this time for like feeling like you're getting rejected sometimes, because I feel like I would reach out and try to plan something, and then like, well, I can, and then it's like you're planning for like 2 months in advance, and I'm like, I'm a spontaneous person. Like, sometimes I just want to be like, hey, you want to go grab coffee and talk, and have someone that wants to do that and is willing to do that, because I feel like nowadays it's like so like planned, and it also seems sometimes like, that's not part of their priority, which is fine, but I mean, communicate that, I guess, is what I'm asking. Um, as someone who's married, I think it's up to your friend to make sure you both get closer and get to know each other more. I'm cool with a close opposite sex friendship if my husband knew them before me. Yeah, I don't speak for every married cis woman though. Yeah, I think that's true. And that's something that, when I got with my boyfriend or fiance, um at the time I was still friends with this guy, so I wanted him to like know who I wanted him to meet him, because at that time he was like an important person in my life. And so we all like met, we hanged out, and he ended up liking him as a person and just like what his interests and stuff like that. So my my fiance has been very open about that. Obviously there was things that he questioned before because of the past, but I think at the end of the day, like, the past is the past, and there's a reason why it's there, and it's a reason why that happened before. But um Luis came around, so I'm really happy that like he's always been really open to those type of things. And but then I'm like, but I'm also thinking, but what if he did that to me? Like, obviously my situation was very specific. He didn't really have someone like that. But like, what if he showed up and was like, well, I've been friends with this person forever and this and that. And part of me is like, I would be accepting, but part of me like is like, will I let my insecurities get to me? I have no idea because I've never experienced that. I love you. Oh, thank you. I know. I'm so, I was having this conversation with other people recently. Just like, I feel like I've been so open with y'all, and it's so nice to, I don't know, feel open with all of you, because I feel like for the longest I've hold myself back. And it's funny, I don't know if you know this, but I have two Instagrams account, and I did that because I didn't want people from my college or high school to know that I was basically doing what I do now. It wasn't that I was ashamed of it or anything, but I just felt like it also was none of their business, if that makes sense. So I I never felt comfortable opening up to people that I knew versus opening up to people that I really don't know as much. I don't know. I know that's like a strange way of thinking, but sometimes I feel like it's easier to open up to strangers that may know you, may not know you fully. But there's like no how do I say this? Like I feel like there's no judgment up front versus someone who has known you, and like I feel like it's easier for them to judge you, and, or it affects you more when they do judge you than when a stranger judges me. Obviously I've dealt with like cyber, bullying, comments, unwanted comments and stuff like that. But I realize it's not as hurtful coming from that person because it's like, I don't know you, y'all. Like, that's not going to affect me. Like, whatever, you can say what you want versus like someone I know and tells me that. And if they would tell me those things, it's more hurtful. So I feel like, why I feel like that's why I've been very open with y'all because I just feel more comfortable being open with y'all. So, yeah, thank you for noticing. What is your relationship advice of not getting bored in your relationship and trying to keep things entertaining while being productive? Y'all, this is tough. Yeah, um, I've been in my relationship for 9 years, and sometimes I play around, y'all. Like I sometimes I'm too much. Like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, did I get robbed by an experience because I've committed to someone at 19 years old and didn't really have that. Like I tell my boyfriend, like my little. I'm just saying this with quotations, y'all, no judgment. But I was like, I sometimes wanted that hoe face for myself. Like I wanted, to explore my sexuality and or just have different relationships or I don't know. But then at the same time, I'm like, I oh my god, is there like a kid yelling? What the do y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Sorry, I think I heard a kid yelling. Excuse me? Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. There was like okay, it's like school hour. So I think they were picking up their child and like they were not having it. Um going back to the topic that we were talking about. What was I saying? Oh, that I feel like sometimes I question like if I missed out on those opportunities, especially since I've been in a relationship so long. But I don't know why I started to talk about that. I'm trying to go back to the question, which was okay. Where is it? Do you get bored in your relationship? And how do you keep it productive or something like that? And how do you try to keep things entertaining? I don't know. I guess what I was trying to say, like I've had those experiences like where I question my relationship in the sense of like, committing to someone so young and like being with this person for so long, in a monogamous relationship. And at this point in my life, I feel like I've communicated so much to my partner in the sense of like what I want for myself and and what they want in our relationship. And I feel like if you don't have that open dialogue, then how can you fully trust someone? I guess I don't know, fully trust someone, but like how do I say this? Like I trust my partner so much that I feel like I can be able to have these conversations and talks with him without having the judgment of like, oh, it's because you don't want to be with me anymore or something like that. It's like, it's not even about that. It's just something that, as I've gotten older, I was like, wow, like we've been together for so long. Did like I miss out, And having that, like, someone who doesn't like judge you for having those conversations and trying to actually like work it out and like discuss maybe why you think that or why you might want that. But I guess like I think that's probably why I don't get bored in my relationship is because we have these conversations and like we talk about different things and different points of our lives and we're willing to converse even hard discussions and be there for one another to hear and listen out each other. So, but but if you're talking more in the sense of like, I don't know, and I think that's why when it comes to my relationship, I always like to do something new, and different with them. So for instance, like this year we got the Disney pass because I just felt like I wasn't seeing him as much because our work schedules, like we would come home and like we would just like prepare for dinner and stuff like that. So what we would do is like, okay, a new show would come out and that's the show that we would sit and watch together, and that was our like together time. So for instance, we've been watching the show on HBO called My Brilliant Friend, and so we sat down and we're watching that series together, and that was our together time. As well as, the Disney, like we would schedule something like every 2 weeks to go to Disneyland, and that was our together time. And it's fun and it's different than our everyday, just like routine life. And that's, I feel like, something that we have been doing is just try to change our routine here and there, because we both like the spontaneity, and everyday life can be difficult. And so I think that's what's helped us. It's like we try to, I guess, make something special for both of us, that we both look forward to doing those things. You know what I mean? But I don't know, y'all. I have not been in. I mean, 10 years is long, but like I said, I know people have been married for more years, or we can also talk about divorce rates, and it's I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I'm grateful that like I have a partner that I feel like I can be my most authentic self and not being judged for having certain questions, or having certain conversations. And obviously they're going to have topics that they want to discuss as well, and I'm willing to also be open and hear that person out. And I think that's what's truly been beautiful in our relationship. You Okay, so sorry, where was I? um Being rejected in friendships doesn't feel good. I hear you. And I get wanting spontaneity. If there's something that you want, you should be able to get that energy reciprocated. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's something that I feel like obviously I need to recultivate that relationship, where it gets to a point where you feel like, yeah, let's just go get a coffee out of nowhere. But like I said, it's not the same as when you were as I was like in my 20s, early 20s, because our just responsibilities are different nowadays. A lot of my friends are in like committed relationships, and they have their partner to be with too, and like make and then friends, and then family time, and it's just it can be a lot. um I rather talk in front of strangers. In a way, it's less risky. Okay, yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I thought too. I thought so too. I've been in a relationship for 10 years too, since I was 15, and I 100% feel the same way. Oh my God, Rebecca. Wow. I'm so glad that we've been able to relate in that aspect as well. Because, sometimes finding someone that you can talk to about those things, it's like you don't want to seem ungrateful for like being with someone that you like, or like sometimes I feel lucky that I found him at such a young age, and that, you know, that I've been committed to him for that long, and that we still love each other, you know? But, it's obviously sometimes these things you like, did I sacrifice this for being with this, kind of mindset that you can get in your head. Um, but yeah, um, I feel like making friends is more difficult now because of social media. Sometimes people prefer texting or chatting online versus meeting in person. I feel that. And you know what, y'all? I feel like there's this culture shift in texting as well. I don't know if y'all see this in your everyday life, but I realize in this like 2020 era that we've experienced, um, you know, back then, like if someone was texting me, I would always be just like texting back. And like we can have a good conversation. Maybe we'll talk straight like that for like an hour or two, and then you guys stop talking, and then you respond in like 3 hours or whatever it is. But I feel like nowadays the texts that I get from people sometimes it's like I won't hear a response for like a week later. And I'm like, this conversation I thought ended. So like, and I'm guilty too. I've done this as well. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, like I feel like sometimes I won't get responses until like, I mean, I'm fine with a couple hours later, but like literally days later, a day after, or a week. So I've had one where responded to me like literally a month or two after, and I'm just like, yo, this is different. I've never experienced that. I think pre-pandemic, it wasn't like that for me, and I guess people are just like maybe just obviously don't want to prioritize texting at the moment, which I totally find. Like texting can be a distraction, and I know sometimes it's hard to respond to people because you're doing other things. But and you don't want to commit to that. But I feel like people are less committed to texting now, I guess. I don't know. It's just something that I've experienced. Is that something that y'all have been experiencing too? Um let's see. Oh, once again, I relate so hard. Sometimes I feel awkward to share those sentiments with my friends, people in my life who don't have the same experiences. Yeah, it's really nice to have someone you can relate to and like feel like you can talk to them about these things and not feel judged about it. So I'm so happy that we vibe in that way, Rebecca. Do you believe in spiritual stuff as manifestations? Oh, yes, of course. Y'all know that I thrift manifestations, right? Like I am a big manifestation gal. I honestly didn't know about it until I realized as a child when like you really wanted something and like somehow that came true. And I feel like like as a child I didn't know there was a word for that stuff. And I feel like now because I feel like when I was a kid I would ask the universe for all these things obviously. But I feel like now I truly do believe like manifestation is is real. I but I also feel like you have to, it's not just like manifesting it, you also have to put in the work for that manifestation. So I've been trying to like um have my fiance understand that more because I feel like that's something that he needs in his life sometimes is to manifest more. But yeah, I do believe in manifestations. Do you ever feel like you live in a bubble with your fiance? I don't know. What like I think that's what it is sometimes. Like that is when you're so used to something. Like I'm not a person of habit, if that makes sense. Like I when things become a habit, I just start despising it. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I embrace change because I think I'm always liking trying new stuff, new things, and I think that's why sometimes like when I my satisfaction how do I say this? My wanting satisfaction is higher because I feel like I'm always trying to feel satisfied more and more and more. But yeah, I don't think I'm in a bubble, but like yeah, everyday routines can feel like you're in a bubble in your own life. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to have change. Um let's see, where was I? New 20-year-old here. In my experience, we just don't have the energy and when we hang out, we crave the teen Hollywood movie experience. Do you mean like the energy to like text and stuff? So it's just like we won't text. Let's just arrange what to do and like we'll meet up and then like have that like hanging out experience. Is that what you mean, Lena? I got a text message too 3 weeks late. Yeah, I feel like is that very common for y'all to experience as well? What's your favorite book? If you don't enjoy reading, would you like to pick it up as a hobby? Yeah, I don't enjoy reading, but obviously I had to do it um as a child, but not as a child, but like, going through school and stuff like that. I don't read reading. I don't do reading as a hobby or for fun, but I know that it's something that I've also wanted to try, but like I just feel like every time I would sit down and read, like I would engage for like 15 minutes and then like disengage and get so tired that I was like I would always knock out when reading. And honestly too with reading comprehension, I've had a struggle with that as someone as an ESL student. Like, I mentioned this prior, but I do have like dyslexia. And so that was something that I've always been insecure about, was reading and comprehension. And so I stick that experience with reading with like reading as a hobby, is I just don't want to. I feel like I'd be stuck in that kind of like traumatic experience that I had as a kid of just like not articulately speaking well or just reading well. So I don't read books as a hobby, but there was this book that I remember reading in college that I really enjoyed, and what made me excited about doing the major, and it was called Tuesdays with Maury. And I that's one of the reasons why I decided to do sociology as a major. I think that's a lovely book, and I could relate to that story because at the time I was a caregiver. So that's what I was doing for work. And so when I read that book, it was just like, oh my God, so tearful. Um, let's see. As corny as it sounds, you believe it, speak it into the atmosphere and you can achieve it. Oh my God, that rhymes so well, Cosmic K. I love that. Yes, the energy is more for being in each other's company. Okay, yeah, yeah. I get it, Lena. It's more for like when you see each other, that's when you're like gonna converse and talk and stuff like that. I'm just joining. What was your major? Hi, Erin. Um, I majored in sociology and I minored in film. What other jobs have you done outside of content creation on YouTube? Yeah, so in high school, I wanted to be a nurse. So in my high school, we had this thing called Tri Cities ROP. So something that you can do is we had like all these academies. See, I pivot a lot when I speak. But we had all these academies, and there was like culinary academy, mechanical academy, or something like that, and health academy, and engineering as well. So I did the health academy because I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a nurse. And so besides just going to your regular, classes that you would do in high school, when you join the health academy, we would do hours, clinical hours as well. So I basically got my certificate for a certified nursing assistant in high school. And so so all of the teachers that I had, they were with the academy because sometimes we wouldn't be in school and we would be at a rehabilitation center and taking care of the elderly or anybody who is in there. And so we would have to make some hours. So it would be like we would be in school for half of the day. And then for the rest of the day till school ended, we would be doing those clinical hours. But I remember it was more in the morning. So we would show up to school at like 5:30, leave to be there at 6. And then we would be there from 6 to 12 in the afternoon. And then come back to school from 12 to 3. And so yeah, we would have to do that. So yeah, I then we had like state testing come in. So I was a certified nursing assistant, and since I had that certificate, I used it, and I was doing that while I was in college. And during this time, I was in community college, so I was working part time as well as school full time. And then when I got accepted to UCLA, I had to make the decision to quit that job because I decided to live on campus, which I mean, I could have done both, I think, but I really wanted that like dorm experience. So then after that, I graduated. I didn't work those 2 years because I just really wanted to focus on just college for once by itself, not having to have like thinking about work. Luckily, I had the opportunity because, like I said, I was living in my parents' house at that time, and so that I was able to just go to school. And so after I graduated, I actually um didn't have work for a while. It was really hard to transition from like being at school and then like figuring out how to get a job and like just put yourself back in the workforce. But then I find my friend, she was saying that her company was hiring. So I went with her company and I interviewed, and she basically hired me on the spot. And so I was working at that position for about almost 2 years. It was just not the best. And that's when I realized that, like, even though the job can be really cool and fun, management can ruin it for you. I was still doing YouTube at the time. So I was still doing YouTube since I was in college. So I was always kind of hoping that one day, YouTube can be my thing. But like obviously it wasn't realistic at the time until I think until 2019. I decided to get a dog, and me and my boyfriend at the time were talking, and we were like, hey, so how are we going to do this? Like, a dog is a big commitment, and if we both work full times, we can't like be with the dog and train him and stuff like that. Like he can't just be at home for 9 hours like by himself. And so luckily we had this conversation, and my boyfriend was like, well, I'll support you until you to see if YouTube can be your full time. And I was so happy that I always wanted to do that. And the fact that he let me do that, like it was so beautiful. And so that first year, 2019, I kept doing YouTube full time, and I think that's when it changed for me, for sure. It wasn't full time in the sense of like financial. It was full time in the sense of like me putting the work all the time, like videos or editing and stuff like that. And I think financially full time, it became full time for me, I think last year, barely. I know, I think sometimes people think that you make so much money on YouTube, and it's not something that you can easily rely on. And that's why sponsorships are important. And I know we can feel a little bit odd when it comes to sponsorships or ads, but that's truly what helps your fellow content creators. So when they say, can you please click the ad just to click, it really just helps us support like this, what we enjoy doing, and being able to share that, because there's a lot behind the scenes that goes into content creating, or just sometimes the random things you have to deal with, and even sometimes even dealing with cyberbullying. And so um that's why I'm so grateful for those who truly support your fellow content creators, or just support people in general, because it's never unnoticed. It's obviously appreciated to the most. And I'm grateful for all of you. So thank you so much for all of you who have been supporting me. And, if it's just clicking on the link on an ad read or whatever it is, like that truly makes a difference. So thank you so much. But I think I pivoted so much. So let's see what we got to. But yeah, those were my two jobs, yeah. Outside of content creation. That's my work history. Besides little things that I used to do as a kid, that I did work related, but pretty much that. I have the book. The author is incredible, which you would have never think he was a sports writer journalist. Tuesday with Maury is a great book. I cried so much reading it. Yeah, it was a good book. My high school used to have academies too. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that at the time, like not at the time, no other high school was doing that. So I thought that was pretty cool that, at a high school you can choose what you wanted to do. And the thing is, the health academy was the only one that was actually getting like certificates. I don't think like the A&E academy was architect and engineering. Like they just had to do like a big project, but they never like had like a certificate, I guess, like how it was with health academy. um let's see. I'm sorry. Oh my god, did I just burp? Oh my god, I hope you did not hear that. Sorry. I'm about to graduate in less than a month from high school. Any advice on life? Ooh, I'm so jealous. Don't be nervous about the shift from high school to real life, where in actuality, it's always gonna be like this random space. Because I feel like when you graduate anything, like if it's high school or college, you always will find a way to adapt to life or to routines and anything like that. And don't be afraid of the unknown, because I know sometimes like you can easily compare yourself at that time, like, well, this person is already working for this or doing this and they're over here. But just understand that like your journeys, it's on its own path, and whatever is gonna come to you will come to you. So I just don't want you to put too much pressure on yourself, because I feel like sometimes when you graduate high school, there's like this whole pressure of like, I need to be doing this and doing this, and even just in everyday life I feel like that as well. But so I'm trying to say like that sense doesn't leave you, but I think there's different ways of like approaching it for sure. 5:30 in the morning. Rocky, 5:30 in the morning. Is that where you're? What? Okay, I'm just confused. How do you like living in LA? Is it just influencer culture? I live in Austin, and it seems to be similar to LA in that way. Hustle slash influencer culture. Y'all, so okay. I feel like LA gets such a bad rap because of influencers, but if you go outside of like downtown LA or Brentwood or Beverly Hills or Melrose, LA is huge and culturally diverse. Like, as someone who's been brought up as someone who's been born and raised in LA, I hate when I've seen those like TikToks or comments about like, oh my god, LA is just so influencer, because it's not. Like, I luckily I've been brought up in a community outside of LA, so it's a couple minutes outside of LA, and it's completely different. It's literally Latino, Latina, born and raised community, and I feel so connected to that. And I feel like sometimes we just think that there's this just huge influencer culture, and that's just like a 1% part of Los Angeles, because I feel like there's so many different cultures out here. Like you just have to get outside of that little area LA bubble. And it's not like that. I mean, because I've experienced that. I feel like one time I went to Venice Beach. Was it Venice Beach? Yeah. And I felt like, oh my god, where are my Latinos at? Like, this is so, I felt like it was not culturally diverse, and I felt out. I'm like, no wonder people feel this way. Like, it feels like this, like, like standoffish. And I'm like, but that little segment doesn't define what LA is, because if you go a couple miles out, it's completely different. So yeah, I don't think, I think LA is completely cool. It's different. There's so many different cultures here. I love that it's so diverse and that it's so huge, that like you can explore um so many different things to do out here, and people. And I don't see it that way. I don't see it like the whole influencer thing. And I think I hate that LA has gotten a bad rap because of that. But I can understand why people want to move out here though. So, and I know that's why we get like that bad rap of influencers and stuff, because they want to come to LA, because yeah, LA has so many opportunities, not only in the sense of work, but just the the beauty of it. I'm not gonna lie, it's so beautiful today. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so sunny, and it's like 63 degrees right now, and it's breezy and it's lovely. So yeah, that's all I have to say. um, I graduated. Okay, love that, Lena. Thanks for the advice. Oh wow, thanks for sharing. Nursing sounds so rigorous. Oh yeah, so I was doing nursing for a while, and another thing why I didn't want to continue it too at the time was because I had people, like, I was taking care of mostly elderly, and so, I had like a couple of people like pass away on me. Not on me, like I wasn't taking care of them, but like I would find out like the next day that, hey, they passed away, or one of them was at the hospital and I would meet her at the hospital and take care of her there for like a couple hours, and then I find out that she died. So it was just so hard because sometimes I was with these people more than family. I was there with them like once or three times a week for a couple hours, and you build a relationship with them, and then they leave this earth, and it just gutted me. It gutted me so hard, and I still have pictures of some of them, and it's still like it's so hard for me because it just sucks, like that. That you meet them that part of your life, and then they leave, and that was tough, as you can tell. That was tough for me. There's actually super true. A friend of mine dipped a good job for his because even though his team was great, management changed and not everyone wants to leave. Yeah, of course, management can fuck up the whole way of just the fuck up the whole environment, like the work environment. Um, oh my god, y'all, we're on this for 2 hours. I feel like this live has been longer than my last live, so I actually do have to edit. I'm gonna probably stay up late to edit because tomorrow I have class all day and I have plans for a little birthday gathering. So I'm going to, oh my God. So I'm gonna probably have to leave this live soon. I'm thinking probably end it like at 3:15ish around there because I still want to talk to y'all. But yeah, I'm pretty sure around that time I'm gonna end the live. Um, y'all are conversing with each other. I love this. I'm freaking loving it. Okay, let's see. I'm reading the comments again. Oh, Kim, a new book is out, The Stranger in the Lifeboat. Ooh, what is that? I'm gonna write that down. That's actually okay. I remember following you when you did your first boyfriend through my outfits, and when you did the video getting a corgi puppy. Oh, thank you so much. That was in 2019. So thank you so much for being here this whole time. Hello, I barely started watching your videos like 3 months ago, and I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much, Leslie. And I'm so happy that you're here. Like, if you've been with me for like 3 years ago or just literally a day ago, thank you for just like showing up and watching my vids and support. Truly, it means a lot. My school has something called West Shore, where you earn college credits for your future career in high school. It's like a program for certain careers. Oh, that's interesting. Something that I've learned, and I feel like um, this wasn't information that I was given access to. Like me and my boyfriend were talking, or fiance, we were talking about just like our high school experience because I was not the student that always tested like advanced or whatever. I was usually like proficient or above average type of thing, right? And so he was the opposite. He was always like testing higher, and like he was always like really good in school and stuff like that. And he was telling me how counselors or even teachers just would go up and talk to him, and like how selective just even counselors were being like, so where are you going to school? And like they would help him and give him specific information just because he did well in school, and then like hear me who was testing not below average, above average or proficient. I would never get that. Like I would never get like a counselor just come up and be like, so what do you think of college or this and that? And how much selective people were with like information and resources, just because of the way you think or how you're testing. And I didn't know this then, but like for me, I've always been a visual learner, so obviously I wouldn't be doing that well on specific standardized testing, and it makes sense why I excel better in math than it would be in English. So I was just crazy to me how like how biased school is, like they're literally out there selecting the best of the best and giving them their best of the best and not allowing those same opportunities to other people. And like how it's basically gatekeeping, like literally gatekeeping information. And so when I transferred to UCLA, that was something that I was like, no, I do not want to gatekeep this information. So I did like transfer videos, and I did like how to transfer if you're from community college, how to transfer to a UC or a private school, whatever it is, because I thought it was unfair, like that this information wasn't available to everyone. It just didn't make sense, or like how difficult it was to get that information. And so I thought like peer-to-peer conversations was easier and more trustworthy than a counselor. So I remember I used to do those type of videos where I'd be like, how to transfer to this and this, or how I picked this major, what's in this major, or stuff like that. Because I always think it's important to give everyone access to literally everything. And education should be accessible to everyone. And it wasn't until I was like, wow, you had that special treatment? He's like, yeah, they even wanted to put me, they had this group thing called Puente where they would take them to colleges to like for a field trip because they were scoring higher. I mean, I get it. I get that they won't be able to put every student there, but why y'all being selective? Like even my brother, he was in like gate when he was a kid, and that was also like I don't know. I don't know how to explain the gate thing. How was that? Maybe if y'all understand from the American school system, but yeah. What I was going with that, it was that I also learned from my friend because in high school, he was taking community college courses while he was in high school. And he's the one who told me that you can take community college courses as a high school student for free and get the college credit. So that's what he did. And because he knew right away that he wanted to go to UCLA when he graduated high school, so he knew that like not all his grades were good. So he was like, I'm going to get college credits to get ahead. So every summer, or I think he would have night classes that he would go and do that. And that's something as well that if y'all don't know, and if you have people that you know in high school, that you can go to any community college and get college credit for it. And you ended up being ahead with your GE requirements. So definitely recommend that as well. I always tell it to people that I know that have kids around that age. Like I tell it to my cousin because her daughter is going to be soon going into middle school. And I'm telling her, there's a lot of free different resources out there. And I explain that to her because I just don't think it's fair how selective information can be. We're also the same age. We're engaged, young, and have our own home. Soy Mexicana, living in El Paso, Texas. I used to pass El Paso all the time. Tú me inspiras a poner lo que sea y quererme. Oh, I'm so happy, Leslie, that I can help you with that. And hi, how's El Paso? I used to go through El Paso all the time because I would go through El Paso to get to Mexico because I had family in Chihuahua. If I could go back, I would tell myself when I graduated high school, don't doubt yourself when you want to try something. Try and fall and try again. Yes, I love that. I think that's beautiful. Born and raised in LA too, completely agree. Like how you gonna visit LA and go to the influencer places that you found on Insta and then complain about the city. Yeah, I think that's true. And I think people forget that like LA is not just that little small city of LA. Like it's huge. We have South LA, we have East LA, West LA, even north of LA. Like there's just it's too big. And like I'm used to more of South LA because I mean, that's where I was born and raised, and also East LA. So, like, whenever I would go to the west side of LA, I was like, well, this is different because I was so used to, like I'm telling you, I was used to more like a Latino cultural city of LA versus like the west side of LA, which I'm not saying it, there's not Latinos out there, but it's not that rooted in that. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. This live was super fun. Oh my god, I'm so happy, Julia. I'm pretty sure it's so late because I know you're in Amsterdam. Thank you so much. I think it's like past midnight. No, it wasn't like 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, thank you, and for staying late as well. Um, just had my wisdom teeth removed, and it distracted me from the pain. Oh my god, was that what you were doing right now, Rocky? You were going through your teeth getting removed right now? Or what? I wish that the education system was more supportive of its students rather than focusing on their school looks. Yep, exactly. I think that's what is missing. But obviously, it makes sense because sometimes the school has to meet certain quotas. I mean, I'm not sure if the school system has changed really since I've graduated, but that's my experience previously. Especially first gen, it was so horrible. It was so horrible just trying to get education. Yeah, of course, especially as a first generation student, like you're the one who's having to figure out all this information, and like um it's hard to navigate it. Like, for example, that's why my brother had a difficult time when he graduated high school and he got into college, that he couldn't stay because it was completely new. It was a first generation student to do so, and it was something that he just couldn't navigate. um so he ended up leaving. I wish the education system. Oh, yeah, I read that. Hello, Christina. Thank you. Now you can tell my son about this. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Jessica. There's so many good resources out there, and like I said, I always tell them, like, if they can make time to try to take a college course, do it. Especially if they're trying to get ahead, whatever they want to do in their life. I just know nowadays it's so competitive, for college, and stuff like that as an extracurricular. It shows initiative, and it shows that they want their education. And not only that, you get to do it for free. I always recommend, if you do that, do it in the summer, because summer it's quicker. And do it in something small, like they can take an English class, or they can take like a language class as well, because that's part of a GE, in college, or stuff like that. Even math, small simple things like or a philosophy class, stuff like that they can use through their GE requirements. And maybe if you just search up college GE requirements, it should show up what kind of requirements are that they accept. So I definitely recommend that, and it's free, so why not? I know it takes a lot of time and devotion, but if you can do it, do it. You think they would want everyone to succeed? I was so in. I was also in gate, and now looking, the name speaks for itself. Oh my god, it was gatekeeping, right? Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I don't know. I guess, right? Um. Oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock. I always try to distract myself from editing, but I have a video for y'all. Well, the one I'm editing is for this week, and I'm so excited. I'm always so excited when those videos, but I do have trouble with just sitting down and editing. Like, that's one of those things that it's so difficult for me, and I always try to distract myself from doing it, and I always wait last minute, and then I'm like stressed out because I'm like, I could have done this at the beginning of the week, just procrastinator to the max. um do you think you could do a video about prom inspired lookbook using clothes in your wardrobe? I think that would be fun. Or thrifting. Oh, actually, I think my friend Danielle Twinell, she just did one. You should definitely check it out. I think she actually even had a giveaway. To be honest, I just I don't see myself doing that type of video. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that, to be honest. So that's probably I wouldn't probably do that video, but I do suggest you check out Tunel's video. She went prom shopping and found so many, and I think even Alexa did one like 5 years ago. I'll link both of them down below so you can see it. So after the live, if you want to check that out, is there a way? And that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if I could put links in here, but I don't think I could. Yeah, I don't think it lets me put links in here. Oh wait, I think I figured it out. Okay, I might let me do this for y'all very quick. Let me get Twinel's video and oh my god, my live thing just showed up and I look funny on my home page. Okay, yeah, how do I share this? I think I have to click her video. I hope you don't hear it. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Okay. I'm linking her video in the description now that I figured out how to do this. Okay. And then who else is, did I say Alexa's, right? Let's see. I know it's like an older video from Alexa. Basically. Oh, sorry. Oh, what is it? I know she did one. Oh, yeah. Sorry, y'all, if you can hear these things. Is there a way to mute it? You know what? Yeah, I'll mute it after. Alexa. Here it is. Okay. All right. Okay, I just saved it. So you should be able to check the description box and see both of their videos on the prom stuff. So let me know if you see it. Let me know if it worked, because I'm curious to know if it worked. Question. Okay. What is your dream career using your degree? I wanted to be a documentarian, so that's why I did sociology, because I think with sociology it helped me just open my mind in general and critique the American society that I've been brought up to. And yeah, that's why I picked sociology, and then filmmaking, because that's something that I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to make something with film, so that's why I even started my YouTube channel, because I wanted to get practice on how to film yourself, how to edit yourself, or just editing and just the software in general, and just learn how to do cuts or how to do a montage. And when I was doing college, like there wasn't really a specific class that taught you that. So I was like, I'm gonna take this to my own hands and basically teach myself. But yeah, my ultimate goal is to have a documentary out, as well as a series that I've been writing, which I think is very imperative in this day and age. And I hope that I somehow can network with somebody eventually to pick it up, because I think it's a really important story that I think would be really relatable with everyone. So I'm hoping it can work out. Hi, Queen just joined. Hey, Renee. That's my brother's name, so hi. Okay, will do. Thanks, Karina. You're welcome. I love how cute this community is. Me too. I love it. Hi from UK. Hi, Anna. Thank you for joining. Do you think you'll ever visit here? Yeah, I've always wanted to go to the UK. I just never I never have. But hopefully in the future I get to visit the UK. Yeah, the link works. They're here. Okay, perfect. Yay. I feel like I finally figured out how to add the links to the live. But y'all, we're cutting it close. It's almost 3:15. So I think I'm gonna just start ending the vlog here. Because the vlog, why did I say the vlog? I think I'm gonna end the live here. I think it's pretty long, because I feel like I could live stream with y'all for like hours. I think it's really fun. I think y'all have asked really engaging conversations and we can like continue talking. But I definitely need to get back to work because I'm pretty sure pretty soon I'm gonna have to pick up my fiance from work. And so he's gonna be like, you still haven't finished your editing? I'm like, I know. My Friday is gonna consist of me editing all day, well, all night, basically. Well, I'm hoping it doesn't take that long, but that's sometimes what happens. But I was gonna get the link from my live stream from last time. So sorry if you can hear this. All right, so I'm adding the link on the description right now about that Zoom call. So if y'all are interested, you can put your email on there. I just added the link. So I left it in there so that if y'all are interested in doing the Zoom call one, I'm planning to do that in the next couple weeks, sometime in May. I'm gonna see the calendar just to let you know since you're already here, that some of you are here. Well, Cinco de Mayo, not Cinco de Mayo for sure. Memorial Day is on the 30th. Okay, I think it's Friday good times. I think Fridays are a good time because people are maybe out of work or, maybe still at work. I don't know. So I'm thinking maybe Friday, May 13th or 20th, one of those. Because I feel like for Memorial Day, that Memorial Day weekend, people are going to be out, and Cinco de Mayo is the 6th. So, I mean, the 5th, and then the 6th, people are going to be doing stuff too. So maybe the 13th or the 20th of May, I'll pick those dates for the live. So let me know if that works for y'all. But thank you so much for joining me and like kicking it and spending your time with me today. It's truly been really nice. Ooh, Koji. Sorry. My dog's been here the whole time between my legs. She's been chilling and sleeping. Um, but yeah, once again, thank you so much for taking this time. Let me know if you want to see more of these lives. I'm hoping in the future, after my schedule gets cleared up with my class, that I will start doing Twitch. I want to do Twitch just because I think I'm a fun video game player. I cuss to a lot and I have no patience, so I thought it'd be fun to do Twitch here and there. So I just need to get the confidence to do it. But yeah, I definitely feel like I want to try that for sure. So let me know if that's another thing y'all are interested in. But we'll be filming that makeup tutorial for next week's vlog. And yeah, and we will get together for that Zoom meeting on the 13th or the 20th. And let me know if you want more lives on this YouTube channel. We can schedule more, and I think it's just fun. I think these are fun maybe once a month. Y'all let me know down below how you like this. I just think we get more personal on these, and I think they're really nice just to also get to hear y'all, and I feel like y'all converse together as well. So yeah, but thank you so much, y'all. I'm about to go drink water and go use the bathroom because I need a pee. So bye. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, Julia, for being here, especially the hour. So thank you so much. Bye. Bye, everyone. Y'all are the best. I hope you know that. Bye. Yes, you talented for game. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out that for sure. Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a good afternoon and enjoy your Friday or Saturday if you're going into Saturday. Thank you so much. Bye. How do I end this? Sorry. Bye.